Hi, what's up, everybody? This is our first stream the the day. Doing a little test here to see if it's even working. Looks like it's working. Cool, man. We are outside of Cocoa Beach. We got a palm tree. I see Shelly online. I'm gonna drive here. I won't be able to see anything. So I'm gonna do a little chit chatting a little bit. How do I sound, Shelly? I got my new microphone. How's everybody doing tonight? Had a Stephanie. You can't see me because I don't have the camera pointing towards me. um, I think we're good. Let me check out some settings here. Oh, I gotta record. Hold on a second. There's really nothing happening right now. This is more of a test. We're gonna see. Still a few hours away before the big stuff gets here. Looks like everything's good. I know, Stephanie. I'm teasing you. Okay. Well, oh my God, they're just wrapping up the gas pumps here in Cocoa Beach. That's the thing. That's something new I learned. Um, they wrap up gas tanks in tropical systems. They wrap them up. With cellophane. Alright, so here's the deal with the tropics. Nicole is officially a hurricane now, 75 miles an hour. 5 miles an hour quicker than it was the last update, 5 miles an hour. But it's just a hurricane. It's a hurricane. Hurricane hunter's right there right now, and man, it's just got my curiosity taken. What we're going to see the next, oh, you know what, the next few hours here, because the since we got a few more hours over the water. The last hurricane that was had 976 millibar pressure. And, that's pretty dang low. Uh, really low. I don't think I've ever seen a category one hurricane with 976. So not hyping it in. Trust me. People are like, oh, what does that mean? Well, it means it's 976 millibar pressure. That's all it means. But we're gonna be watching the infrared satellite. I'm watching Hurricane Hunter data right now, and we're seeing a new fix coming soon as far as pressure goes. I'm watching satellite. This thing is, the track is solid. Um, all that's on my website. Thinking about going to Melbourne. That was my original plan from day one. Thinking that might be the north side of the eye wall, and definitely going back to Volusia County sometime, probably in the AM. Can't see anything there right now. So we're probably gonna film a lot of this hurricane coming ashore, uh, and also, stay up as long as I can stay up. And then we'll go back to Volusia County in the morning to get some more videos and the beach videos that you've seen. I took a whole bunch of beach videos. There's been a ton of videos out there, but God, that Atlantic Ocean, I mean, waves like I've never seen in person living in Florida. Just into the ski balls this morning. Two of the areas that were damaged with Ian really got more tore up from this morning. I showed the one of the Holiday Inn. Some of that damage started with Ian, but there's a lot of fresh damage today, and they were really concerned about the condominiums next to that Holiday Inn because once that seawall is compromised on one end, they could start taking on water, and erosion can happen on the other side of the existing wall. So there's just a lot of unknowns tonight. We got a high tide right now coming in about another hour, and Then we're going to have another high tide in the morning as this thing passes by. Still compelling some pretty heavy surge into north of the Iowa tomorrow morning. That's this thing, even though it makes inland a little bit. Uh, as far as track, we've gone over that 5 bazillion times. Your best friend right now is radar. Radar is your best friend. It's starting to come into our national resource radars right now. So if you log into my site or use your apps, you're going to start seeing the outer bands start to really show up really well on satellite, and you can kind of track. We should see an eye. We're probably going to see a real clear eye with our satellite. There was a satellite coming out of the Bahamas that it showed a very clear eye of radar, not so much satellite radar, not so much satellite, but radar really showed a distinct eye. That'll be what we're looking for. The satellite, there's some bubbling of convection. There has been dry air that has cooled off our system just a little bit, and it's kind of prevented any sort of really rapid intensification as far as thunderstorm activity goes. But the pressure drops really got me curious now because um, that's what we've been talking about this the whole week. April showing that 976 pressure drop. Winds usually take a while to catch up to those pressure drops, and just because it has a low pressure doesn't necessarily mean that category 2 winds. But it does mean that it'll be strengthening, likely, has to be, everything I've ever seen. Um, as an example, and if you've been following me a lot this week, the reason this was significant to me, a developing system making landfall in the east coast of Florida, is bottom of the March showing much uh, weakening to the state, the peninsula. So this thing is does make landfall and strengthen a little bit. What that pretty much means is as it gets to the middle part of the state tomorrow, it's still going to have a low pressure, and that creates storm potential basically. We're definitely going to see a rocky day tomorrow across the state as this thing cuts through. So eventually going to turn north west. That's still given, even on the spaghetti model. It's not going due west. It's expected to go northwest a little bit. The high pressure above, still a little weakness. We got that big front coming down. And then what about this cool weather? I mean, felt this cool air today. Like a lot of this is still out from the Arctic north. This high pressure that's been blowing for the last couple of days is now starting to pick up some of that cool air up north, and that's crazy, right? But we're going to see this thing start to bend northwest a little bit, uh, and eventually turn north. It's not, I guess the other big change, it's not really a change as far as anything other than now showing a depression in Georgia instead of a storm. Um, this thing's always was going to merge with this front coming in, and the effects are going to be the same regardless. If it's a hybrid SD, not sequence in a reactor, but we're going to just see some big storms coming, basically Georgia, all the way along the eastern seaboard as we have front coming down. So there is storm potential tonight. I posted the storm prediction center earlier this morning, and they have a slight yellow risk tonight, which means that these squall lines coming in off of that Gulf of Mexico, you have to be watching for tornadoes. And anytime you have squall lines coming in off water, you have to watch tornadoes. So the the thing about tomorrow and say Friday is that this system's going to be merging with an attrition forward, and that's going to add to storm potential that you guys are going to see in Georgia So North Carolina, Virginia, all the way up to eastern seaboard, up through the northeast. Big rain. Holy cow, this front's coming down. It's going to really bring in a ton of rain. Carolina, it's clear town and northward. And most of the time on the weekend. Most of the time, it'll be a nice weekend for most everybody. Choices are here. So that's what we're going to test here. Let me get the microphone closer to my mouth. All right, let's try that. I got the microphone a little bit closer to my mouth. See if that's any better. I just really important. I don't think I just rambling on. But in a nutshell, everybody, I'm sure this is better. I'm getting a little bit more bars on my software. So, all right, so we got a couple of hours. I'm going to go on A1A and head south. I'm going to Cocoa Beach right now. And somebody might recognize the location here. How's that sound a little better? I think I had the microphone too far away from my mouth. What's what's sound is off? How about that? This is all testing. I'm using my normal storm chaser. They had to convert a rental. But man, I will say one thing: these winds today at Daytona Beach were incredible. Through the day, just that persistent winds that we talked about so much definitely definitely came through. See if I can see if I can boost my uh, audio here a little bit. Take a look. Looky here. Let's see. Um, oh, well. Okay. All right. I'm gonna try another microphone. I bought two of these microphones, and maybe this is the one that got messed up. And this one might have got messed up in the end. Let me pull my other microphone out since this is all test session here. If I can figure out buttons. Back seat. All right. So let me find my other. And while I'm back here, I'm gonna grab me a Red Bull. Oh man, because I'm tired. Let's see if I can find it here. All right, here's a new. I'm gonna have to figure out how to. I might have to Bluetooth it here. Hang on. Let's turn it on. Let's turn this one off. Maybe this is the one that got damaged in Ian. I don't. I should have marked one and two. All right, so let's turn this one on. There we go. All right, she's blinking. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I didn't see the button. Test, test. Let's see. That's set. Let's try this.
Test, test. Oh, this looks loud. All right, here we go. This one might be a little better. Oh, Shelly said that's loud. Well, it's better than the other one, I guess. I guess the other one's going in the garbage. All right, let me put this on now. Let's try it. Okay. All right, we'll give this one a shot. All right. Well, the other one was. Oh crap! Now I can hear myself. Okay, loud and clear. Cool. Maybe I'll start over again. Oh, I never get my Red Bull though. I got to get my Red Bull. Why is it damn? Oh, the turn signal's on. Oh yeah, Red Bull, baby. Come on. I know I threw some in here. So I had a pretty interesting day trying to fly my drone in that hurricane. Well, it wasn't a hurricane yet, but um, I didn't think I was going to get it back a couple times. It was. I had some guys from the Volusia County there with me, and they were like, "How's that thing even staying up there?" I'm like, "Heck, I don't know." All right, seatbelts on. We are driving engaged. All right. Well, hey, since I'm here, I'm gonna look at some stuff. So there's really nothing going on. It's officially a hurricane. Storm Prediction Center, I started talking about right before I switched microphones, but we got a Storm Prediction Center outlook for the Florida Peninsula tonight through tomorrow, or tonight through tomorrow morning. And that includes lower Georgia. Then we have a Storm Prediction Center tomorrow, basically, just as this system goes northwest a little bit. So basically, we got 3 days of Storm Prediction Center, middle part of Florida, all the way up into the Carolinas and parts of Virginia northward. So 3 days to watch for strong storms, possibly tornadoes. Anytime you get a tropical system in off of the warm Gulf Stream here, you can always have that potential of tornadoes. So, but I'm looking at satellite here, and we got hurricane hunters are out there right now. Really curious what they're going to find. Um, the last pressure drop was 976. That is pretty low in my book. Winds are only officially 75, which is good news. Maybe these winds just aren't making it to the surface. But 976 pressure, and I guess the important thing that I was mentioning is, this thing does drop to 976 pressure as it's trying to develop as it comes ashore tonight. That just means we're going to have lower pressures throughout the state of Florida, and that just means we're going to have stronger storms, making their way towards the Florida West Coast. Florida West Coast has surged values that are, fairly high all the way up to the Big Bend area. Any squally bands that come in off of that Gulf of Mexico are going to be strong, and that includes south of the Skyway some. Tampa Bay is going to feel some pretty strong storms for sure. This thing as a 980 going through the state of Florida, Millibar, those pack a lot of winds, and they fuel thunderstorms. So yeah, that's just the rule of thumb. The lower the pressure usually means the stronger the winds. I mean, and then man, this little causeway, this causeway, man, my truck is rocking. Holy cow, I can't even keep the dang thing straight. At least this thing has decent headlights, so I didn't think about that. Man, that Jeep that we rented in Louisiana had terrible headlights. So anyway, I decided to go south. Did a lot of videos today up in Volusia County. Had an awesome opportunity to meet the whole county at their EOC office. It was the most amazing experience I think I ever had. The EOC office looked like NASA, like command center, man. There was freaking TVs on every wall. Must have been 100 workstation laptops all set up. Each one represented a different city in the county and a different official. And we had sheriff's department there. We had, you know, sheriffs from other cities. We had, fire department was there. All kinds of emergency managers were there. We had, state people there. We had some politicians there that were flying back to Washington. I mean, it was an amazing experience. And I got to ride around and we did some we did some videos and saw some of those seawalls that were compromised during Ian. And yes, this morning's waves and winds, unfortunately, expanded those damages even more. And they're really worried about tonight and tomorrow morning. Man, the water over here is high. Holy cow. They're worried about tomorrow morning and what they're going to see. Is we're going to have a high tide tonight here in about an hour. There's this high tide tonight, and then there's of course another one in the morning, and we're still under that full moon, new moon, or full beaver moon. Beaver. Never thought I'd be talking about beaver and weather, right? You're not going to see any beaver tonight because the beaver's hiding behind clouds. I saw beaver last night. It was peeking through the the Atlantic. I got a nice picture of it. All right, so here is the famous Cocoa Beach. We are going to see Ron John Surf Shop. Here we go. Ron John Surf Shop to my left. World famous. And let's see what else we got. Trying to check out the camera here. I might be decent, I guess. So we definitely have a nighttime falling hurricane. Never the best situation for folks. Seeing power lines starting to go down. I saw one in Daytona that did all the street lights actually was dangling right there where I parked. And Wawa was open. That's good news. But it was dangling. And then as it was dangling, there was no street lights. So the power of the street lights were down. Um, so yeah, I hope everybody's doing good, ready. No big news today other than water. A lot of flooding all the way up into Jacksonville area. The surge up and down the whole East Coast. And waiting on a new fix here from the hurricane hunters, seeing what they found. Oh, 975. Oh, she dropped again. Pressure down to 975. The old Safford-Simpson scale would suggest that was a 2, but they don't do that anymore. Safford-Simpson scale only measures um, winds now. So there you go, 975 pressured, man. I hope this thing doesn't try to intensify here over that Gulf Stream at the last second. Always that possibility. We've talked about it from day one. Water temperatures are 82, 83 degrees. The only thing about this rental car I'm not really keen about is I got California plates. So if anybody out there is tracking me and they see me, they're going to think I'm some tourist from California out here driving around. Oh, Shelly said they're giving tickets out. What for? Because we're under a curfew. I gave I got to get out at 5 miles an hour over. Now you tell me. I was going 40. Does that count? Oh, there's ABC. Look at that, everybody. ABC. Fine wine and spirits going by right now. There she is. How about that? All right, so now we're entering a town. It's called Welcome to Downtown Cocoa Beach. Isn't this where they did I Dream of Jeannie? I used to love I Dream of Jeannie. That was almost like soft porn back in the day because She had her tummy showing. I don't think that was very appropriate back in the 50s and 60s, was it? Look at these lights blinking, adding to the effect here of our storm. Bam, 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 bam. I think this car's got rain sensing wipers because all of a sudden they just start going off all by themselves and they make a lot of noise. This stupid rubber's flapping back and forth. I think one of them's fixing to break. Storm Chaser 2.0 here. Not doing very good. But hey, the big news is I got about 5 texts here in the last 20 minutes. Weather Channel was showing some of my video today. Pretty cool. Pretty awesome. Got some drone footage of the seawalls and up and down the coast a little bit. I think the other video I put out there on Twitter, I don't think I put it on Facebook, a little 10-second clip of the entrance to Daytona Beach. Man, look at that. Look at those trees whipping. Oh, man. Just got hit by our first leaf. This weather wasn't supposed to be our storm chase right now, actually. This was just a hello, what's up? Welcome, everybody, to Mike's Weather Page. Met a lot of great fans today. It was awesome. Took a bunch of selfies. I didn't even comb my hair. I looked pretty rough. I looked really rough this morning. When it got in about 3 o'clock in the morning and got up at 6, they had a cool little bar at the hotel there and met a really nice girl that moved down from New York and we hung out. She talked about weather a lot for her boyfriend. It was kind of neat. All right, so here we are, Cocoa Beach, calm before the storm. There's some tower here to my left. Looks like a church. This will be my 8th hurricane since I started doing this. Ian and Ida in Isaiah. See, the problem with Irma, I didn't leave the dang house. I don't know what I was thinking. I could have done this with Irma, but didn't. So Irma doesn't officially count. Irma was I was sheltered in place. I guess my addiction to this began when we had Laura and I um stayed up all night watching radar with everybody and I'm sorry, but it was the most boringest thing I've ever done in my life. I talked 5 hours straight and I wanted to be out there in it and that was the beginning of look at these lights, man. I feel like I'm in a freak show here. Ooh, I'm starting to hear the winds now a little bit. Starting to hear a little bit of wind. So I guess we're going through Patrick Air Force Base. My dad apparently, well, not apparently, he did. He worked at Patrick Air Force Base. He was a air traffic controller and had a lot of famous people. He gave rides to all the big astronauts. They would all drink beer together and the good old days, right? I didn't really do a good job on my Florida Man video. Let me tell you a story about my Florida Man video. So it's me. I didn't have anybody holding the camera, so I had to go find a seawall. I balanced it on the seawall, but there was so much wind it would actually pressure from the backside and try to blow it away from the seawall. So then I went and found a piece of wood. Well, then the wood uh, worked for a little bit, but then the dang rain started getting on the camera lens. So God, now I look like an idiot out there. I guarantee there was a condominium, probably people watching me. This weirdo out there by himself trying to take this shot. Um, but um, I did it. Hey, and it's Veterans Day coming up, right? So I did my America. I'll do better next time once I get my mullet hair back. So we're going south, going to the storm. I guess I'll be streaming live tonight. I know a lot of people will be going to bed, but I'm really curious about this pressure drop down to 975, man. I guarantee you there's some meteorologists out there starting to talk about it. I got a good little setup here, though. I got tropical tidbits going on with the infrared. I got weather nerds going on with water vapor. Got the radar going on. I got I tell you what, that big ball of convection is what I'm looking at, and that's going right towards the Cape. We're looking for signs of northern. The hurricane hunters haven't been in that part yet, but now the last time that they went into the storm, heck, I might have gone too far south. I don't know, but the last time they went into the storm, some of the biggest winds were actually outside. But if this thing's got a 975 eye wall, there's going to be some big winds in that eye wall, guaranteed. That is the lowest pressure. That's where everything sucks in, air wise, and we are seeing that northwest motion. The northwest motion. There's power trucks going. Yeah, you're going the wrong way. We are seeing northwest motion. Man, I'm looking at you know what? Right next to me is the Atlantic. Kind of freaky. I'm looking at the map here. How far? Hey, does A1A go all the way down? Does this road ever end? Does A1A? Do I have to? Shelly's could be my navigator. Can I just keep on going? A1A looks like it goes all a long way. Oh, it goes all the way to Vero Beach there. I'm just gonna stick it out right now. Eventually, I'm gonna have to stop, figure out where I want to go. Is this the Air Force Base next to me? I see a lot of lights. Looks like it, maybe. Shelly says I could stay on it forever. Well, no, I can't do it forever because I'll end up in the Keys. There it is, Patrick Air Force Base. How about that? There we go, man. Well, I've never been here. Look at those red lights. Oh, they're a little scary. They're flopping around a little bit. Well, this thing turns. What the hell's that? Holy shit. What was that? Was that my car? I just heard the weirdest roar. Scared the hell out of me. What the hell was that? Was it in? Well, maybe they had something running over there. It's a Red Bull kicking in. Hey, the only good thing about not a lot of rain, I'll be able to film a little more outside and not get drenched. All right. Well, I don't know what that noise was. Turned off that active brake thing. I don't know what the heck that was. Well, there's a runway up here. Maybe it was an engine or something. Maybe who knows? Hallucinating is what I'm doing. Well, there you go. We're going by the Air Force Base. Looks like runway lights. Runway lights or not? I don't know what that is. Pretty cool though. Look at that. I don't know, man. It's pretty neat. Pretty cool, man. All right. All right. So listen, I'm not gonna yak all night about nothing. So here's the scoop, guys. It is a hurricane, 75 miles an hour. Nothing else changed. Big wind field to the north. Tropical storm force all the way through the state of Florida. Tropical storm along the west coast of Florida. We got possibly a deepening system as we talked about a bunch, and this is going to keep the powerful storm through the state. Going to be a lot of people in the middle of the state say, "Oh my God, I didn't think it was going to be this bad." Trust me. And I think the Gulf's going to be sneaky. I think we're going to get some squall lines coming off that Gulf of Mexico tomorrow. They're going to be quite strong. Now, when I say strong, I don't talk about Category 5 hurricane. Trust me. Strong means like a strong afternoon, 60-mile-an-hour plus severe thunderstorm. We just might have a lot of them continuous. And that'll be yet to watch. And the the pressure drops a little bit before it gets up into that panhandle. We're going to see some storms in the Big Bend panhandle area tomorrow night. Guaranteed. Everything we talked about is coming true. Um, so we're gonna see. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. I got to do some. I got to do some digging here about this pressure drop down to 975 and what's actually going on here. Like I said, I've never seen a Category 1 hurricane 975 pressure. Not a tropical system at least. All right. Well, that's it, everybody. Now we know the microphone works. We got a few more hours here. I don't think I've ever been on this road. It's kind of neat. It's always fun to go on a road you've never been on. Down the road I go. Mhm. All right. We'll see you guys again. I will be live later. I'll do some updates, of course. Been trying to update everybody a little more. Let me know if you've been happy with the updates today. Usually when I go storm chasing, I don't update much, but I've been trying to listen to your feedback. Shelly said the last storm I kind of stopped updating a little bit, and that was probably my fault. So I've been trying to at least keep everybody up on fresh maps and models. And did a live last night. We did a little one this morning. I think. Did we do one this morning? Oh, I did one in the car at least talking. That's right. So, all right. Hey, we'll see you soon. Here comes the rain. Bye.